Hi Eileen, how are you today?
I'm good, Siobhan. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. A sense of relief, kind of here, a little bit tired because I've just settling into the summer holidays. Um, we officially got the holidays yesterday, and yes, so I'm just starting to settle into them. Tired, very tired today.
Yeah,
I have
yeah,
to say.
yeah. I'm a bit, I'm a bit on because I've had a few really hard weeks getting ready I submitted my thesis proposal the other day and lots of sleepless nights, lots of stress, and just, was just wrecked when I went in. But I made a decision then, Siobhan, like, I have loads of work to do on this. This was only the submission, but I actually gave myself nearly a week off. I said, okay, Eileen, do you know when you go on a plane and the first thing the air hostess or host says to you is put on your own oxygen mask first. And I feel I actually need the time now, put my own oxygen mask on and just mind myself so that I can then be more productive. How do you feel about that, Siobhan?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but I know at school coming up to the summer holidays is always a hectic time. And I
Mm,
think this last term in particular, it just it's been more difficult, I suppose, because of the circumstances, so much new and, trying to do what you think is right and best by the students all the time. And it was quite hectic. And by the time the summer holidays comes, then it's almost like initially an anticlimax. It's like racing up to a stop sign and stop,
yeah.
and your body just, you kind of just want to sleep, but it
Yeah.
takes a while to wind down because there's still things going on in your mind. But I had the feeling today actually that I just wanted to turn my phone off, turn off all technology, and just pass out peacefully for a while. So I definitely had that sense that, this is a time to rest and not to put myself under any pressure and start recharging batteries.
Mhm. And like when you say that, Siobhan, when you do that, like as you say, to turn off and just, do you find that you're more productive then when you do that? That you take that step back and take a bit of time for yourself?
Absolutely. And this is only something that I'm learning as I go on. It's taken me quite a number of years to get to this stage. But I suppose it's just becoming a little bit more body aware and knowing that this is what I need right now and giving myself permission to do it, because otherwise, it's kind of like a voice in my head telling me I could or should be doing something else, because there's any amount of jobs still to be done for home, for school, for children, for other people. But it's just taking that step back and saying, no, it's time
Sorry.
to rest. There's a time for everything. I know there's a lovely poem out there about that, a time to reap, a time to sow, time to harvest, something
Yeah.
along that lines. But this is a time to rest, I think.
And I find when I'm really tired, I'm very critical of myself. I'm looking at all my flaws. And like what you were saying, I whatever. And I think all my flaws or my whatever become way more apparent. But when I'm when I'm in a productive mood, I realize that they're what makes me the person I am. And what's come to my mind is a beautiful quote that I have up on my wall. And I don't know if you ever heard this. In Japan, when, say if I lift up my cup, like if a cup or if a vase or something breaks, they're with gold. And broken objects are often repaired with gold because the flaw, and talk about my flaws, the flaw is a unique piece of the object's history, which adds to its beauty. So, consider this like, when you feel you're not doing enough, you're not good enough,
Mm,
do you
mm,
know?
mm. Yeah, that's a lovely quotation. Um, when you were saying it there, it reminded me of Leonard Cohen's line from his song that sometimes the crack is where the light comes in,
Yeah,
something like that. But
yeah, And do you know what struck me there, Siobhan? Like we meet, as for any of us who listen to us up and we do these recordings, but we have both been very self-compassionate with ourselves and with each other today, because neither of us felt up to doing a whole lot. Chat, and we kind of energized each other and listened to each other, and just been compassionate enough to say, okay, we're not up to doing a lot today, and that's okay.
Yeah, yeah, and not expecting yourself to be bubbly, the life and soul of the party all the time. That sometimes it's okay just to sit in somebody's company, not make any sense if that's what you want to do. Just be there, just be, I suppose. But I think in this kind of a situation, what helps me, and this is something I've heard you say before, Eileen, is if I'm not inclined to want to give myself a chance to rest, if I'm expecting myself to do something else, I think of what you said about, you know, if somebody in your life that you love is feeling tired, what would you tell them to do? And so it's just to do exactly that for yourself, and to say, okay, maybe go for a lie down now, or maybe just sit there, maybe have a cup of tea, maybe go out in the garden, just be.
Yeah, and talk to ourselves the way we would talk to someone we care about, because we do tend to give ourselves a hard time and have I think of higher expectations of ourselves than we would have of somebody we.
Yeah. And the jobs, you know, like you said, the productivity will increase because of it.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And what, you know, if I tried to go at something now, honestly, I can't guarantee quality, and I certainly, it might take me an awful lot longer to do what I probably will get done in 1/10 of the time tomorrow. So when it's time to rest, that's what I say.
On that note, Siobhan, I'm going to rest for the evening. And what are you going to do?
Yeah, I think I'll have a bath. That's one of my favorite things to do when I'm feeling tired, or just want to give myself a little bit more self-care. So a nice relaxing bath. Yeah.
Like it doesn't have to be this big thing that costs a load of money or whatever. Just something that you consciously are doing just for you.
Yeah. And I think, Eileen, to acknowledge that to yourself and to say, I choose to take a bath tonight, or I choose to sit down here and rest and do nothing. If the house falls down around me, that's fine. I choose to rest right now.
And Siobhan, would it be okay if, as well as the bath, if I chose to have a glass of wine? What do you think?
I might be choosing to have one with you, Eileen. See, I feel better already. Okay.
There you are.
Eileen, listen, have a lovely evening. Have a good rest. And
you too.
And we'll be back with some more upbeat videos next time. But the message of this one is rest.
Be kind to yourself, and we look forward to hearing and seeing from you all soon.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.